You want to count me in? Yes. Welcome to another episode of Stories to Create podcast right here at EOS Club. I'm your host, Cornell Bunting. Today I am hanging out with a legend in the flesh. She's so young too, people. I don't even know if we can give her the legend title as yet, but she's doing some legendary things. She is, I've established this type of service that is so unique. Well, it's not a whole lot unique. There's a few other people doing it. She's just great at it and doing it the way she's doing it. So listen, your living will, last will and testament, trust, healthcare detective. She's even Lady Bird Deed. I don't even know if she's going to have to dive into that a little bit and all that stuff. Declaration and pre-need guardian, pre-post. All these wonderful things when it comes to your will, insurance, what that look like. Today we are talking to none other than the lovely, very talented Kimberly.
Nice to see you, Cornell.
Yes, welcome to the
Nice
show.
to see you.
Yes.
So happy to be here.
Yes, listen, and it's been a little bit, people. It's been a little bit, but we both been busy. She's more busy than I am. I know you guys think I'm busy, but right here. Very busy, people. So we want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you, Cornell. Thank you for having me.
Definitely. And so what we do with our guests on the show, we take them on a tale. It's like a treat. So what we want you to do is we want you to take the guests on this little tale of what they're about to unfold. Tell them a little bit on where you were born, where you grew up.
I grew up in Ramsey, New Jersey. It's in Bergen County, a little town, very quaint. Raised with my parents and two younger brothers. I was taught a strong work ethic at a very young age. At 15 years old, my dad got me a job with a friend at a local ski shop. And, skiing is actually popular in Jersey in the winter. And
it's very hard. It's very hard. So you mentioned siblings, so you're the oldest?
I'm the oldest, yes.
And then you have two brothers?
I have two younger brothers, yep.
Come on, people. She was spoiled. You were spoiled, huh?
I don't know about that. I mean, it was nice to be the only girl and do girly things. But definitely, I've always had at least one job at any given time since I was 15 years old, and I enjoy that. I enjoy it.
So let me ask you, was your mom big on pink? Did she put you in a lot of pink?
I enjoy pink. Pink is actually my favorite color. How'd you know that?
Come on.
How'd you know that? All my best friends know that.
That's amazing. Amazing. This is so cool. Pink went with you. This is good.
Yeah.
So your first job was at the age of 15?
15, yep. And ever since then, worked always at least one job. You're talking Starbucks. After school programs in the town. I was an emergency medical technician at the ambulance corps and the rescue squad in Ramsey, New Jersey.
Wow.
So saw a lot of injuries, saw a lot of, unfortunately deaths. And while the medical field wasn't the right path for me, I'm doing something that's also helping people.
That's beautiful. So it's safe to say you was kind of an overachiever.
I mean, I'll be honest, Cornell, it came naturally. I enjoy these things. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy the connection. I really do.
I love that. And I got to say, like, when you, at such a young age, starting to work and all that stuff, and it seemed like you were interacting with a lot of different people, the culture was pretty diverse in this time when you were moving around.
Definitely. A lot. I've all different ages, all different people from all different places. I mean, I went from Ramsey, New Jersey to Manhattan, and then I was in Manhattan for 10 years straight, where I really got a lot of life experiences.
Because that's a very busy place, for a lot of you guys that have never been to Manhattan. They say it's the city that never sleeps, right?
That is true. And from 18 to 28, I really enjoyed my time there.
Wow. So, because New York has a lot of huge law firms there as well, especially in Manhattan.
Yes. And that's one of the reasons I went to school there, to Pace University undergrad and then New York Law School, where I had great opportunities for jobs in government. I worked for Mayor Bloomberg in City Hall.
Stop. Come on. Bloomberg, baby. Ooh, this is
really
good.
enjoyed my time there.
Okay.
Worked at many different law firms, tried to find my path and what I wanted to do, whether it be personal injury, criminal, family law, divorce, and then I landed on estate planning.
So, okay, we got to stick a light little pin. So, because when it comes to law offices, you know, at some point you got to do some paralegal work, yeah?
Yes, that's what I did during school.
So, which time would you say was like the most challenging time where it pushed you to be like, you know what, I don't even know if this is what I want to do, or you went through it?
I will tell you. So I was working at a finance law firm downtown by Wall Street, and I was trying to learn as much as I can as a young, you know, person in the city. And there was a fire in the building, right? Ooh. And then the next day we come back up, and I'm trying to learn legal work. I'm saying, listen, give me a letter to draft, give me some kind of court document to look at. I'll never forget. Instead, my boss gave me, and I was an intern. My boss gave me some paper towels and some cash and said, go downstairs, go to the Duane Reade, pick up some cleaning supplies, and I need you to clean all the soot off all my picture frames in this office and all the desks. And you know what? I did it.
You did it.
I did it. Yeah. I wanted to.
Yes. You wanted to be hands-on.
Exactly. And I did it, and it led to other things in business. But that's one of those times I remember walking home, and it was snowing at the time in Manhattan. We're walking home, you're like, what am I doing? Like, is this what it takes to get ahead?
Right.
But I did it, and in the long run, it worked out.
It worked out.
Yeah.
It worked. You didn't complain. You didn't complain.
I didn't. I did it.
That's awesome. I'm happy you didn't complain, because, you know, could have been a different path right now. Yeah. You probably would have got discouraged based on what would have been said to you. Or
my mom will remember that story, because I literally I remember calling her while I was walking home in the snow, saying, what am I doing? Should I continue this journey to like get, you know, in law? Is this what it takes? Like, do you have to do this? And I'm glad I stuck it out.
You did beautifully. So basically, at this time when you're doing what you're doing in the legal field, what was the relationship like with your younger brothers?
Oh, great. Very supportive. We're very supportive of each other. We all took different paths when it came to careers. So we come from very hardworking parents. My mom's a pharmacist and a school teacher. And my dad's in business, in corporate. So they're both their whole lives. They both recently retired. And moved down here to Fort Myers, which is great. But one of my brothers is a physical therapist at a hospital in New Jersey, married another physical therapist. They have 4 kids. They're very wonderful. And then the younger brother, also a wonderful person, he has his own company building dirt bike paths in Lake Tahoe, California.
Oh, there you go. That's a beautiful
thing. It's a very big thing there.
Yeah, adventurous.
Yeah, it's a great job.
I like that. So when mom was like, you know, you guys growing up, was mom like a big cook because she's working so much, or she was able to balance work life?
That's actually why she went back to school from pharmacy to be a school teacher. Well, keeping up her pharmacy certificate, went back to school to be a teacher so she could be home after school when we were home.
Wow, that's dope right there. That kind of give you she passed that on to you a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. And a great cook, to answer your question. I come from I am Italian through and through. You're making those chicken cutlets, meatballs, you name it. It's there.
You know, I gotta ask, what is it about the sauce? Because you guys take the sauce so serious.
It's true. The sauce is a solid 2 days of the sauce.
Wow.
Yeah, because you're putting the garlic and onion, you know, olive oil. Then you're adding tomatoes, you know, crushed tomatoes. Oh, we also make the tomato sauce from scratch every August.
Really?
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. We could talk about that. But yeah, you know, you're making you put the meat in the sauce to get the flavor of the meat that goes into this. We could talk about this forever. I like extra garlic, by the way. It's healthy and it's tasty.
It does too. I gotta say, and I do admire that. New York seems like it's full of a lot of Italians too.
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of Italians, a lot of great Italian restaurants. Yeah. I mean, it is. We love New York. I try to go back every winter.
Now, there's one thing that happens, especially in Manhattan, Times Square to be specific, that people go crazy for, which is when New Year's come around. Have you ever been down there?
I haven't. I mean, I've been in New York for New Year's, but not in Times Square.
Okay.
I just hear horror stories about people hanging out there. I don't even want to get into the details. You can imagine, no bathrooms. You're there for hours and hours waiting. I mean,
it's no good.
That's not my cup of tea, but I can see the allure.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I got to tell you guys, I've been up there a few times, and I've tried to do the walk thing, and I got lost a few times. Even in New York, you could be driving in New York, and next thing you know, you're in New Jersey. It's terrible. So, but anyways, and it's always so cold.
Yeah.
When did you decide you wanted to leave New York?
So, during the pandemic, my husband and I both had the opportunity with our jobs to work remotely. Oh, okay. So we took full advantage of that and started visiting my parents in Fort Myers at their house, working remotely from their home, and realizing this is the best place on earth. I think Southwest Florida is the best, in my opinion, the best place on earth. So we said, you know what? Where are we going to raise our son? At the time, he was 4.
Okay.
In preschool or daycare. And we said, where do we want to raise him? In a place where he can be outside at the beach, riding bikes, going to parks all year long. Yes, this is where we want to do. Wow. So we sold our house in New Jersey, moved here. Within 30 days, it was a quick, sell-buy process.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. And we landed in Naples. We looked, Fort Myers, Estero, Bonita, Naples. We knew we wanted to be in this area of Florida.
Yes.
And we think it's the best decision of our lives. Yeah.
I'm glad you guys did, because you guys are here now doing it, and it's beautiful. By the way, her husband looks like a movie star. Just want you guys to know. It's amazing. So, we won't dive into that too much, because today is about her. So, so when you got here, how'd you felt about the diversity of the people that are here?
Oh, I think it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, we different cuisines, people, experiences, culture.
Yes.
You have your theater.
Yes.
You have Naples artists, Gulf Shore Playhouse.
Yes.
The Hertz Arena.
Yes.
There's so many opportunities for culture and all the restaurants. You're talking Cape Coral down to Everglades.
Yeah.
So many restaurants, so many opportunities on the water, off the water.
Yes.
It is just wonderful. I've met so many great people of all different backgrounds, and that's important to me.
And you got to tell you guys, because some of the biggest functions that are here, you get to go to some of those functions as well.
Well, actually, now that you bring it up, I am part of many social groups, like we mentioned before. Right. So when I first came here, I joined Fabulous Ladies of Naples. Okay. It opened my eyes to a lot of different other groups as well.
Yes.
Naples Lifestyle Magazine, Naples Social Club is a big one. Yeah. Naples Women's Club. Yeah. There's so many. Naples Brunch Club.
Yes.
There are so many fun, cool groups, and I also enjoy going to IHAS and your fundraisers. And they've been wonderful as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to see the youth in this area really take off and with their passions, like cooking. Yes. We went to that event. It was really great.
Oh, my goodness. So I got to say, and for me, my hat's off to you, because you're a beautiful woman, and the field that you're in, you don't see a lot of beautiful women like yourself that is as caring.
That's so nice of you to say.
No, for real, because she is very caring. I'm going to let her dive into that right now a little bit, guys, so you guys can get to understand that. But when did you first knew this was the field you wanted to dive into?
Yeah. So during law school, I interned at the Public Administrator's Office of Kings County. That's Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, Brooklyn, okay.
Okay, so I'm working there. And the Public Administrator, for those of you that don't know, is an office of the court, part of the surrogate's courthouse in every county, that deals with estates of people who either don't have someone that steps up to be the executor, or there's fights, say, among people that want to be the executor of an estate. So the public administrator steps in and handles it. So I'll tell you a story. So one time we had someone pass away in Brooklyn, had a lot of properties, had no one step up to say, hey, I'm a cousin, I'm a son, I'm a father, anything. No one stepped up. He had no will. So we had to hire investigators to do a background search, find like second and third cousins living way outside New York. And I had to call them and say, hey, your third cousin once removed passed away, and now you're entitled to X.
Right.
And that was a big deal.
Wow.
So you never know.
Yeah.
But that made me sad.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? Why not plan while you're alive for the future generations? Mm-hmm. And if you have the choice to say, hey, I want so-and-so to take care of my minor children, or, my children with disabilities, or I want so-and-so to inherit my estate. Like, if you can make those decisions while you're alive, why wouldn't you? So that's how I got into this.
Okay.
And I said, this is a way I can help people. I think I have empathy. I think I am understanding. I'm a good listener. Yeah. And I can, I've had clients who tell me, Kim, tell me what to put in my documents. And I have other clients who want me to videotape them and for them to tell me for their future, for their heirs to watch.
Yes, yeah.
Even though, I should say, legally speaking, a videotape of your will is not enforceable or valid, but it's a part of your estate package. You could do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's wonderful to have an estate plan. Yeah. So whether it's, I highly recommend a revocable living trust. We can get into that. Yeah. A trust, a will, your power of attorney, healthcare proxy, etc. Living will. These are things that even while you're alive, if you become incapacitated, you can't handle your own affairs. Right. You choose the person who handles them for you, and an alternative person, or two people to work together. And then after you pass, you choose who's in charge of passing on your assets to your future generations.
So I gotta ask you, because we see this in the movies a lot sometimes, where someone that has a lot of assets and stuff, they pass, and then they gather the whole family and they watch a video, and on the video a guy or the woman say, if you're watching this video, obviously I've died. Do people really do that?
Yes. So I've had many clients over the years. I've been doing this for 15 years.
Yeah.
I've had many clients over the years do that. And sometimes I'm just going to say it. Sometimes they want to give the middle finger from the grave. I'm just going to say it. Okay. Other times they do it in like a loving way, but it's important because that's what they want to do. It's their wishes. So why not? But it's because sometimes they want to explain why they did a certain thing, like why they wanted to give their house to so-and-so and this other, And by the way, you don't have to accumulate a lot of wealth to have an estate plan, right? If you have even just one home or a couple bank accounts, you should have an estate plan.
Definitely.
To avoid probate, I should say that. To avoid court involvement, you want an estate plan.
You just the way you said just got me going, because I could think of like you're mad at one family member and you just want to get them the finger like, this is why you're not gonna get.
It's happened. It's happened many times. Many clients have preferred that.
Oh my goodness, that is so wrong. That is so wrong. But I get it. Mm-hmm. It's when you gotta sit down with a client and know that there's a possibility that they're in their last chapter or whatever that look like. Yeah. Does that get emotional sometimes?
It gets emotional for the client. I guess over the years, I can handle it. Right. And I've heard all different stories. Yeah. And it's important for me to be the source of strength for these people during the meeting. Yes. I think that's one of the reasons why people retain me as their lawyer, because if they want to come to my office, sometimes that's cool. Sometimes they want me to come to their house, whether that's a more comfortable place for them, or maybe sometimes they have mobility issues. That's fine too. Yeah. So I'll go to them, they come to me. We sit, we have a conversation. I mean, this is not a fun topic to talk about, but it's an important one.
Yes. Wow.
So we talk about their family. I listen. I listen to their hopes and their wants for the future generations. So we talk about that. We talk about their assets. We talk about, whether you want to leave them this asset to this person, or this asset to or percentages. Hey, listen, put my whole estate together. I want to leave this percent to this person. Whatever I have when I pass, this percent to this person. So we talk about options. We talk about contingencies. Like, for example, I don't want my son to get his inheritance till he's 35 years old, or maybe half at 25 and half at 35. Like, these are all different options you can have, even with adults. It doesn't have to be a child.
So now here's this one, because I know a lot of you guys is bugging for me to ask this as well. So sometime, because we hear about these family fights and people are not in agreement with what the will was and all this stuff. How often you have to deal with that?
I would say maybe 20% of the time.
Okay,
so not
crazy.
too often.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of mediation or arbitration, keeping it out of the courthouse.
Okay.
Right? Hiring a professional mediator.
Right.
Or arbitrator. The difference is arbitration is binding, where mediation is not.
Right.
But just getting out of the courthouse and just having a conversation, like sitting down across the table, just trying to, we're all people.
Right.
Let's just like humanize this and say,
Right.
listen, what can we do? Will we both walk away? Negotiation, one of my old bosses told me, is everyone walks away a little happy and a little disappointed.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the goal, I guess.
Yeah.
With a settlement.
Right.
Or a negotiation. I'm a big fan of that, keeping it out of the courthouse, keeping it out of litigation, and I help my clients with that as well.
That's beautiful. So we've heard stories, and we don't know if maybe it's just in the movie world or whatever, where a will is left and they left all the kids out and they give to a total stranger that was good to that person. Have you ever had none of those cases?
Yes, I have.
What?
Yeah, a lot of it's unfortunate, but a lot of times there's just the disconnect and between parents and children,
right.
especially like adult children who maybe take a different path in life.
Right.
Sometimes, end up hanging around the wrong people or
right.
whatever. So I've seen that happen a lot, and that's legal. I mean, you're not obligated to leave your inheritance to your children.
Right.
By the way, that brings me to my next point. You are obligated. In Florida, your spouse has rights. If you're legally married in Florida, and I also practice in New York and New Jersey, by the way.
Okay.
New York, New Jersey, Florida are the 3 bars I've passed. So your spouse has rights, put it that way. Unless you sign a prenup or a postnup, which I also handle.
Yeah.
If you don't have one of those, that says otherwise, your spouse has rights to your home if you're a homestead in Florida, and to your assets.
Wow. And this has been like a crazy debate, and there's a lot of people been, whether they're in agreement or not in agreement, and just they're thinking it's not fair or all these different things. When you have someone that have a huge establishment that before they got married, but maybe they didn't get a prenup, or let's leave the prenup out for right now, but they didn't get a prenup, they come in and that person was only with them for maybe 10 years, but they want a half of what that person have.
Well, that's probably a better question for a family law attorney. So I don't want to give you the wrong answer. I'm not an expert on that.
Yeah.
But I am an expert on the planning aspect.
Yes.
So when it comes to that, I handle post-nups with a lot of people.
Okay.
So you handle that before you get divorced, before you die.
Right.
You handle that all in an agreement beforehand. I think that's the better way to do it.
Yeah.
You avoid litigation. You avoid litigation with the future, like the children or the heirs of the person. So I'm a big proponent of planning ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what my whole career is about.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's important to plan and have things in place, so by the time, so you don't have to worry about everyone that's getting angry, because I'm sure sometimes they get angry at you, isn't it?
Yeah, the law is the law, and the law allows you to do for example, a revocable living trust, where you keep all this disagreements that you're talking about. You keep it out of court. Okay, so that's the benefit of a trust versus just a will. Right. A will has to be probated in the court. You get the court involved. The court has to approve your executor, approve the distributions to your heirs. A revocable living will, or any sort of living will, keeps that out of the courthouse, right?
Okay.
Your assets pass automatically to your heirs. Your successor trustee will handle passing that to your heirs. You never have to file the trust in a courthouse. You never have to show anyone the trust except, the beneficiaries and the trustees. So it's the most important and useful estate planning tool out there.
Okay.
Especially in Florida. Yeah.
I'm learning things over here, people. I'm trying to consume all this. I hope you guys are taking notes as well. This is so cool. I've never even thought of it like that, because I always thought whatever is final on the will, that's final.
No, the will, every state, the will has to be probated, which means your executor has to take the will.
Right.
Also in Florida, it's called your personal representative, aka executor, takes the will, brings it to the courthouse, right? It has to probate it. It has to file a petition to have it probated. It's paperwork. It's filing fees. It's typically attorney fees, because a lot of times you hire an attorney to do that for you. You avoid all of that by having a trust.
Wow. Okay.
But you have to put your assets in the trust. A trust by itself is just a stack of paper. Okay? So I help my clients put their assets in the trust, right? On a daily basis, I'm coming down here to file deeds, putting people's homes in a trust, either here in Lee County or in Collier County. Right. So first you have to make your trust. Then we deed your property from, what it's currently held at, into a trust. Then you're going to go to your bank accounts, put them in the trust, which really just means changing the name, right? Instead, like when you get married, you change your last name. You just change it to the trust name. Certain assets you want to transfer on death to the trust. So it gets detailed, but in a perfect world, your assets would all be in the trust when you pass away or become incapacitated, so that there's no probate, there's no court involvement.
That's beautiful. So it's safe to say a trust is very important.
Oh, yeah. It's the number one most important estate planning tool you could have.
Come on, man.
And you could have multiple trusts, but you should at least have one.
Let me ask you, growing up, what music did you enjoy?
Okay. I mean, I'm your typical Jersey girl. Bon Jovi.
Okay.
Bruce Springsteen. Billy Joel. Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Okay, my dad used to play Meatloaf in the car like every day, so I know every song by heart. Your typical rock, I guess you would call that. And then your Backstreet Boys, that kind of stuff. But that's the kind of stuff I listened to growing up.
Wow, this is beautiful. So, let me ask you, if two shows is happening.
Yes.
Bruce Springsteen and maybe Backstreet Boys, which show would you go to?
Come on, Born in the USA. Bruce.
Go Bruce, this is beautiful.
Come on, it's like classic.
I like that.
All good times.
I gotta say, a lot of the female singers now has been such big influencers in a lot of females' life.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the Beehive with Beyonce and the Taylor Swift and all that. Are you a fan of any of those type of music?
Yes, 100%. Big fan of Beyonce, big fan of Lady Gaga. Okay. You hear stories of, especially Lady Gaga, like growing up, she wasn't treated very well among friends in school, bullied, made fun of, etc. And that's something to learn from. And like, I don't want anyone to be treated that way. I don't want to treat people I'm a big fan of obviously treat people the way you want to be treated, but also what you give out comes back to you.
It does.
Right? So you do good, you feel good.
Yes, you feel good.
That's my religion, to be honest. You do good, you feel good, and good comes back to you, in my opinion.
Now, let me ask you, in this, this beautiful law journey that you got into, when you got pregnant, was you surprised or you wanted to get pregnant? We
wanted to. I met my husband when I was 32. So we were already like, okay, we want to start a family. We're both established in our careers. Right. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And for me, we have one son. He's 6.
You're not one and done, though.
We are. You know what? I like to tell people this. My heart is full.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm all about people who decide maybe kids aren't right for them. That's great too. Yeah. 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, whatever.
Right.
I think everybody has their own journey.
Yes.
And for me, my heart is full.
Yes.
My heart is full. So I feel great.
And I got to tell you guys, because you got a happy little man.
Yeah, he's a happy guy.
He's a happy dude, and that's beautiful. So, with what you do on a daily basis between you and your husband, how much you guys have to understand what that balance look like, making sure you give them enough time.
The balance is definitely hard, but it takes practice. Right. But I think we have it down where, he's in school, he does golf, he does aftercare, and he has friends, and he has his own activities. Okay. And then you have to have your own adult life too.
Yes.
Right? Yes, we go to charity events, we go, have fun with friends, we go to dinner parties, tonight, for example, going to a neighbor's dinner party. He has his babysitter, Paxton, a boy in the neighborhood. He looks forward to that. He enjoys that. we have to have our own time, and then we have time together.
Yes.
So it's a balance. I agree. It takes
that.
practice, but I think we have it down where it's like we have our careers, but at 5 o'clock we're sitting down and we're having dinner and we're together as a family.
I love that right now.
Yeah.
In the times that we're dealing with now, because people are trying to understand this shift.
Yeah.
This paradigm shift that we're in, and just dealing with all the different things that the system throws, and what is that like for you when it comes to you and hanging out with the friends that you have, like that's in your circle?
So it's great to have. I have a lot of different circles. Put it that way. So, and I think it's important to have that, right? Yes. So you don't want to spread yourself too thin,
right?
Obviously.
Right. Yeah.
So I have like my mom friends, right? You have friends of my son's friends, and you have your neighborhood friends,
right?
You have maybe friends that you're in, like we're in Freedom Boat Club, for example. We have friends that do the boating with us. Then you have the friends like ladies friends, like the women's club. So I think it's important to have a good balance of different friends. Like Saturday morning I'm doing a triathlon on the beach, right? Yeah. So I have my friends that really enjoy like working out, and I'm like calling those friends like, hey, you want to come to me? And it's, by the way, when I say triathlon, we're not biking or swimming. Okay, we're doing a 3-mile walk. By the way, shout out to Naples Social Club handles this. Yes. We do a 3-mile walk on the beach followed by yoga and meditation. Nice. And so it's relaxing. Yes. We bring a towel. It is a wonderful, wonderful morning. It's my favorite morning of the month. It's once a month, by the way. You want to come next month?
You know what? I'm coming next month, guys.
You're coming.
And you got to thank her. Yes.
So that's what I'm doing tomorrow morning.
There you go.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Well, tomorrow I got to figure out where my son is playing football. I got to head there because Cameron, yes, he is college football. So doing his thing. So.
Is he? How old is he again?
He's 19.
Wow.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
Nice.
They pay him to play football up there.
That's wonderful.
Oh yes.
That's a wonderful thing. Yeah.
So and that's another beautiful thing when it comes to looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because you're like a Monday to Friday.
I am, but I will work on the weekends if I'm flexible, put it that way. That's one thing about owning your own business that I think is important to know. When you own your own business, you could work nights, you could work weekends, but sometimes, hey, I want to go on an extended lunch with a friend or do this podcast. Right. I have the flexibility, but maybe I'll work a few hours tomorrow, Right. And I enjoy that. I enjoy being flexible for my clients. A lot of my clients still work. Yeah. So they're working during the day. They can't see me 9 to 5. Right. I make it work.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I think work ethic is very important.
Yes.
Wait, so while we're on that topic, let me tell you something that gives me the ick. Okay.
Yeah.
So something is going on with this future generation, okay, that I'm not very excited about. Okay. This is my biggest, let's talk about pet peeves first. Yeah. This is my biggest pet peeve.
Yes.
Okay. You're, say, at Dunkin' Donuts like I was this morning, or you're at a restaurant, and the waiters and waitresses and cashiers, for some reason, they don't say good morning or can I help you?
I know, right?
It's like gives me such like ick. So I'm at Dunkin' Donuts this morning, and I mean, yes, it's chaotic. I'm sure the cashier she's multitasking. Right. I'm waiting in line. I get to the thing, and I see her multitasking, so I'm not sure if she's ready yet for me. And she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her. Yeah. And like a solid awkward 10 seconds pass, and I see there's a line behind me. So I look at her and I'm. Good morning. Do you want to take my order? Yeah. Like she doesn't say good morning. Can I take her? And I'm just like, what is she ready or not?
What are we doing?
What are we doing here? Are you ready to take my order? Yeah. Like I'm not sure. You're just looking at. I'm looking at you. You're looking at me. Is this a stare off? So that's my new thing that I'm trying to help the future generations know. That's not, you have to greet someone.
Yes.
Like,
yes. It is very important when you walk in a room and you see someone. Good afternoon. Good morning.
Good morning. How can I help you? Like this is your job. Like or like a waiter that comes up to your table. And I've been a waitress. I've done it. I worked at Starbucks too. Like someone and just like stares at you. Yeah. You're like, okay, are you gonna take my like what's going on here? Yeah. So I mean, and obviously I'm not gonna be rude about it. Like I'm gonna be. So it's anyway. But that's what I have to say. I think it's important to have work ethic and
you got it out.
Right. And anyway, so that's something I have to say.
Hey, work on it, you young generations, people. You guys need to get better at all of this, whatever that is.
whatever that.
No social engagement. Yeah.
I'm all about the social. I mean, that's like my life.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, I mean, we coming from a time though where you got to remember going outside and playing and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
That was, for us, that was fun. You send someone outside to go play now, it's like punishment.
Right. So what, I don't know if you did this when you were a kid, but what we would do is all the kids in the neighborhood, this was like, maybe you were like 6 to 10 years old. Yeah. All the kids in the neighborhood brought their things that they ride on. Yes. So whether it's a wagon or a little car, Tyke's car, everyone brought their things, and I would go to my dad's workbench and get like some sort of string, and I would tie all of them together.
You did this?
Did you do that too?
Come on, I did that.
Oh my
God! No, we did that. We would just tie them, and then
we would tie all right.
Yeah.
We would tie them all together, and I'd be like in my parents' workbench, like looking for something to cut. It was probably pretty dangerous, but I was cutting some, and I was tying all these things together. Maybe there was like 15, 20 things, and we would just be the leader and just like have like a train around the neighborhood with all of these things you could ride. It was so fun.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I mean, we had a light little situation one time.
What happened?
Sorry, Ronnie, but listen, it was Ronnie was at the back of the train because everyone had the bicycles, some had little tricycles, whatever, and they're all tied on. Some have the wagon that they're in. Well, we went around this like little roundabout area, and there was a pole.
Okay.
I'm not sure how Ronnie got on the other side of the pole.
Okay.
But he broke the string. He broke the string, and then we got up like we were way back up, and we were like,
"What?
Where's Ronnie?" And Ronnie was way like, guys, like it was.
Oh, that's great. See, this is the fun. This is fun.
Oh, it's a whole lot of fun. Let's listen. We made fun like fun.
Yes, we made fun.
Yes.
I agree.
It's beautiful. I love that. I love that. See?
Yeah.
See the synergy? See the synergy happening, people? This is beautiful. I like that. And, so there's these two things happening right now, right? So, especially down here in Florida, when it comes to languages. So people are saying they miss the, I'm not sure I need to word it. So, people from Boston, they say, talk somewhat similar to people in New York, or it's that Italian thing. You guys have this sound that kind of get people confused sometimes, and they sometimes don't know who is who.
Okay.
You ever get in that type of tangle?
I'm trying to be professional right now, but I do have a New Jersey accent when I'm not thinking about it. Talk, walk, draw.
See?
Okay.
Come on. I love it. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. This is embarrassing. I didn't know that a draw was spelled D-R-W-E. I didn't know it was spelled. I thought it was draw, like D-R-A-W, until I was like 15 years old. Yeah. I didn't know that that's how you spell draw. I thought it was draw, not drawer. Yeah. Okay. So that's just an example of my New Jersey upbringing. Yeah. Wow. Italian.
That talk, I got to tell you, though, it's dope. Yeah. There's a lot of people that's big fan of like The Sopranos and, some of those other.
I love The Sopranos. It's great. Okay, so there's a restaurant, Holstein's, in New Jersey, and that's where the last scene of The Sopranos was shot. Okay. And it's one of our favorite restaurants in New Jersey. Come on. Yeah, it's called Holstein's. It has, your typical burgers, fries, whatever, and great homemade ice cream. Yeah. It's really a great little spot. Wow. It's a dive. It's great.
You have gave a lot of... gems and areas that people can go when they come to Southwest Florida. But for you, is there a fine dining spot that sticks out for you?
Okay, let me think. My husband and I have been going to Angelina's in Bonita for like special occasions, which I love. Nice. We love North Naples Country Club wings. Okay. Right, on 41. Yeah. What's it called? Gator sauce. Gator Nation sauce. Yeah. That is so good on those wings. So we love my son. He's at the age 6 years old. Okay. Wings. Okay. Anywhere we can go with good wings, we're there. That's beautiful. So that's a big one. Oh my God, there's so many. We love Parmesan Pete's. We love the Gumbo Limbo at the Ritz. Yeah. Downtown. Molto Trattoria is amazing. Yeah. We had a great meal at the new steak one, Atulia Steak. That was great. We were at the pink party there for breast cancer awareness charity. Yeah.
Greg
Dodge. Yep. And big fan. Actually, I'm going to be on the cover.
Come on.
In February.
Look at you. Amazing.
We're taking pictures in December for that cover.
Beautiful. Yeah. That is beautiful, right?
It's the local issue.
I mean, you're doing it, so it's only right. It's only right that we. I like when I look at a magazine and I see a mover and shaker that I know is doing things, and I'm like, someone need to read about her story. And
Same
all that
here
stuff.
with you.
Thank you. It's a beautiful.
Yeah, and I love the events you put on, the charities you do.
Yes.
Especially during the holidays, I think it's really important.
Goodness. We do so much, and we got. So it's gonna be crazy. So I think December 11th, Patrick told me that we're gonna be doing the toy drive at Food for Thought too.
Yes.
So that's huge. So we try to do at least 2,000 toys because I have a lot of kids that I get toys to.
Yes.
And this year we focus on 1,100 kids in one area, then 300 in another area, 300 in another area. So we're giving a lot of toys out this year.
That's so important to give back, especially around the holidays.
Oh, yes, definitely. Here's one of the crazy things, because I would always tell people, we grew up in a time where we were used to hand-me-downs and stuff like this, and there was some areas that people were pointing out to me like, hey, it's a lot of hand-me-down these kids get. They never get new stuff. Okay. So I said, we're changing that this year. So
I was going to say shoes. I know it's important. Clothes, shoes, things that they need every year when they grow out of them.
Yes.
Yeah. I know Bourbon and Bubbles is doing a charity event next weekend. I'll be at that next Saturday.
Monte Carlo Gala, and you guys come on out because the proceeds are going to EAS. So, you
got your outfit?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, me too.
We got
I'll see you there.
Carlo. Oh, definitely. we come in style. It's we do that. So I like this. And
it's important.
When people want to find you, what that look like, whether it's on a social gathering or the workspace, where can they find you?
Sure. So 3 Palms Legal, is my website.
Yes.
So you can find me online.
Yes.
Again, Kim Carulli.
Yes.
You could, I'm out and about, put it that way, throughout Southwest Florida.
Yes.
But you can find me 3palmslegal.com.
Yes.
You could give me a call.
Yes.
And find me on social media. Same thing, 3 Palms Legal.
Yes. And she's approachable, guys, so you can say hi.
Thanks for saying that. I am. And I love making new friends and learning people's stories.
Yes.
Everyone has a story,
Everyone
as you
has
say.
A story.
Yeah.
Look at that. She just, it was so cute. I've never had that on the show. So, hey, we got to, embrace that right there. She just dropped the mic for EAS right there. That was beautiful. Listen, we are so grateful that you were on the show with us today. This was so much fun.
I agree. I mean, this was great. I mean, this reminds me, we had a dinner a couple months ago, and this was I feel like it's just natural.
We just vibing. It was beautiful. And, I got to tell you, even though there's a lot more stuff that we could have touched on, but we're in the last segment of the show right now. Mm-hmm. Definitely for people right now that would love to dive into their own business, where they take that leap of faith to start, what would you say to them?
Go for it.
Yeah.
I would say go for it.
Yeah.
It feels good to have something of your own, right? It feels good. You have flexibility, you have autonomy.
Yes.
It's on you.
Yes.
If the business is great or if it's not, it's on you. So you're if you're a hard worker and your heart is in it, you're going to do great.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You guys are welcome. Kimberly.
Oh,
Thank
Cornell.
you for coming to the show today.
Thank you for having me. This was fabulous.
Yes.
Thank you.
This is so good.
Thank you.
Listen, there you guys have it. Until our next episode where we have another decorative guest like my beautiful sister Kimberly here.
Thank you.
See you soon. Yo.